In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful. Dear friends and fellows in Pakistan and abroad, if I do say that there is something like a magic stick, like an Aladdin lamp, and if at all you rub it, use it, and you will get whatever you want to, regardless of what you are asking, whatever you can imagine, you can ask. Whether it is something good, something bad, something in between the two of these, whatever is whatever is it actually, it is only the matter of your imagination. Whatever you are imagining, you can get. Now, what will happen? Obviously, you will be trying many of the things you will be desirous of having. Not necessarily that whatever you wanted to have, whatever you wanted to experience was something good, something needed, something beneficial. Because as for the imagination is concerned, imagination, the sky is the limit. There is no limit of it actually. Most of the things, most if not all of the things, whatever we do imagine, these are just our curiosity, not our need at all. And out of these things which are being explored just for the sake of curiosity, might have a good impact, might have a bad impact, might have even a very bad impact upon our lives, upon our personality, dear friends and fellows. Some of these things are very harmful. Some of these things are quite addictive. Quite addictive. Mean it's bad, but once you started using it, now it's very difficult to control yourself. Now it's very difficult to stop that. Why? The reason is that it is quite addictive. And it needs quite a good amount of self control, self discipline to be able to stop doing that, something which you just wanted to see for a while and you didn't want to go forward. You didn't want to experience it deeply. There are only exceptional number of cases who do have a self discipline of that level, who do have a self control of that level. Overwhelming majority of the people, they don't have such a good control system at all, dear friends. So for that reason actually, that reason it is something, it is not something good at all. Asking for the power, asking, desiring for a magic stick, desiring for an Aladdin lamp, it is not something good at all. And that is the reason Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has not given and gifted us with a power like that one at all, because we the human being are very having very poor control system. Look upon the people who are very resourceful one. Look upon the people who do have the absolute power. And there is a famous proverb, phrase about the power, that an absolute power corrupts absolutely. So there shouldn't be a demand for an absolute power at all, dear friends and fellows. There is a kind of Aladdin lamp, there is a kind of majestic in the hands of each one of us, in the hands of overwhelming number of us. What is that, by the way? That thing is called the smartphone. That thing is called being online. That thing is being on the computer, dear friends and fellows. Here too, we can ask whatever comes to our mind, regardless of whether it is a good thing or a bad thing. Go to the Google, and the Google is whatever the Google says to us. Google says ask for anything. Google says us ask for anything. What does it mean? That Google does have the answer to all of these questions? Maybe, but they are supposing, they are purporting it actually, it might not be so. But there is some sort of content available written, and in the shape of the videos, a kind of content is available on the Google. Whatever you search for, you will be getting it, and whatever is there, irrespective whether it is an authentic one, or it is a tentative one, or it is something which is absolutely false. It is not something, but what it is not something, it cannot be said something with the certainty. Whatever you are getting one is does have a certain amount of validity in it, dear friends and fellows. Now some of these things are okay, some of these things we are found searching in the Google are useful, another some of these are neither useful nor harmful, while another some of these are really harmful. Still another some of these are very harmful, and yet another some of these are deadly. Dear friends and fellows, why do I grade it deadly? Why do I grade it very harmful? Dear friends and fellows, because these things are actually addictive, because these things are impacting our psyche, impacting our mind without considering. Maybe because we people are not, as I earlier said, that it is the human being usually does not have a very good control system, dear friends and fellows. And the things which are addictive, the things which are hard to control, the things which are not so easy to manage, because we the human being, we are having a very very limited horizon. On the one hand, we are not a very wise and very intelligent person, that whatever information is coming in front of us, that having an ability to analyze to what extent of it is correct one, to what extent of it is tentative one, and whatever is the quality of the information available. Dear friends and fellows, some of these things are very addictive, very harmful on the one hand, and very addictive on the other hand. And now it is not any way lesser than an Aladdin lamp. Why? Because although the people will be found saying that we can only see, okay, we can only see, not only we can see, we can listen it as well. And once we are engrossed, once we have gone very deep in it, I think the rest of the senses also get active. And even if though the rest of the senses does not get active, I think so. It has a huge impact upon the mind of us, upon the psyche of us. Imagine it. Go to the porn site, and you will be able to notice that although it is just seeing, you might not be listening it, and look upon the impact upon your personality. There are people who are found searching the addictive item like